Hello and welcome to the show. Today, we're diving into something I think every dog owner can relate to at some point: advanced dog training, especially when our furry friends start displaying behaviors that leave us scratching our heads. Let me share a story with you about a mate of mine, Tom, who found himself in one of these tricky situations with his Bernese mountain dog, Charlie. It all started last November. Around that time when the evening sun still lingers here in Australia, Tom gave me a call, and I could hear the frustration and urgency in his voice. Charlie, his 2-year-old Bernese mountain dog, was causing quite the stir in the neighborhood, but not in a good way. You see, Charlie had begun to bark incessantly at the slightest noise and would become deeply anxious whenever left alone, even for a short time. Tom was at his wit's end, and honestly, who wouldn't be? A beloved pet's distress can become overwhelming for an entire household. I headed over to Tom's the next day. As I strolled into his backyard, I took in the warm breeze and the scent of eucalyptus. Charlie was there, a bundle of energy and nerves, greeting me with an enthusiastic bark. His coat, normally beautiful and tricolored, looked a bit disheveled, and he was stress panting despite the moderate temperature. Right away, I knew this wasn't just a case of a naughty dog. Charlie was distressed, and his eyes reflected an anxiety that seemed to affect his entire being. Now, this scenario is more common than you might think. Recent studies show that a whopping 99.12% of dogs in the US have some form of behavioral issue, with separation and attachment problems affecting a large percentage. Here in Australia, a 2024 survey by Dogs Trust found that 76% of dogs displayed at least one undesirable behavior, with separation anxiety being a significant issue for 30% of owners. Bernese mountain dogs, with their pack mentality and strong family attachments, are particularly prone to separation-related anxiety disorders. So I asked Tom when all of this started, crouching down to let Charlie sniff my hand. It's a gesture of goodwill in the dog world, you know? Tom explained that everything began about a month earlier. He'd returned to full-time work after a long period of working from home during the pandemic. Charlie had gotten used to having him around all day, and suddenly, Tom was gone for 8 to 10 hours at a stretch. This was a telling revelation. Many dogs develop what's now known as post-pandemic separation anxiety, as people returned to their pre-2020 routines. I had to suggest that Tom consider advanced training or even a behavioral specialist. It was clear Charlie's problems were rooted in more than just simple disobedience. They were psychological, a genuine response to perceived abandonment. Now, I get it. Admitting the need for advanced training can feel like a defeat for a pet owner. But sometimes, recognizing when to call in the experts is crucial, not just for the dog's well-being, but for the owner's sanity too. It's an act of care, really. I recommended Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a well-regarded canine behaviorist in Sydney. She specializes in dealing with anxiety-related issues in dogs, holding certifications from top professional organizations. Addressing these challenges early can prevent them from becoming deeply entrenched, which would be exponentially more difficult to modify later. I learned this the hard way with another client whose dog's minor reactivity escalated into full-blown aggression because we waited too long. It's a stark reminder of why early intervention is key. The science backs this up. Research shows that dogs receiving early intervention for anxiety-related behaviors have a 73% success rate in complete behavioral modification. Compare that to just 31% when treatment is delayed beyond 6 months. These numbers highlight the importance of prompt professional help. A few weeks later, I got another call from Tom, and this time his voice was lighter. You could hear the relief. He said, "Mate, you wouldn't believe the difference. Dr. Mitchell had worked wonders with Charlie. She'd helped Tom understand Charlie's triggers and implemented a targeted training program. Charlie was like a new dog. The treatment plan included several innovative approaches: counter-conditioning exercises, environmental enrichment strategies, and even calming pheromone diffusers to help reduce Charlie's anxiety levels. It wasn't all smooth sailing, though. Progress sometimes felt like trekking through the Australian outback, slow, arduous, and occasionally like there was no path forward. Tom described setbacks during the second week when Charlie seemed to regress, but Dr. Mitchell had prepared him for these moments, emphasizing that setbacks are part of the learning process. The journey with Charlie was a testament to the power of specialized help from professionals who understand not just the symptoms, but the root causes of behavioral issues. It's about building a dog's confidence and teaching them coping mechanisms, ensuring they can lead happy, well-adjusted lives. So if you're facing similar challenges with your dog, or if you know someone who is, remember that sometimes turning to advanced training or a behaviorist isn't a sign of failure. It's a proactive step that can make all the difference for both the pet and the owner. Early intervention, tailored to the dog's specific needs, can set you on the path to success. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this story shines some light on the importance of understanding and addressing the complex needs of our pets. Until next time. Take care and give your furry friends a little extra love from me.